What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome to my Aether Raids Offense Chaos Season run from my free-to-play account. And this time we've got Book 3 units as the bonus. So I'm going to be using my boy Brave Alm with this AoE build on a Galeforce team. So Wrath and Sense Gale's true damage does get added to the AoE special, and there are not a lot of units which can survive the sheer Wrath of this Alm. And I also have supported him with Velouria, who's one of the best units to be used in a Galeforce team, and she's also in her bonus season. Askr is also the bonus unit, so he helps even more in the Galeforce team with his open domain. So I hope you all enjoyed the destruction of this AoE Brave Alm. So my first opponent is a Askr, and this is a +10 Askr, so we're off to a really great start. And this looks like a pretty strong team. So they've got the bonus season +10 Askr with attack defense farm, and they also have duo Chrom at +10 merge with Deadeye and Hardy Bearing. Kinda surprised that he doesn't have counter control. And then they have a standard Farsight Brave Hector with special fighter. And they have a +10 Spring Sonya with Pass and Guidance. So Pass is pretty interesting because even if I trap them with my Galeforce team, they can still escape that with that Pass. So definitely pretty cheeky. And then they have a +2 Ascended Summer Dimitri with Blade Session. And finally, they have Unmerged, okay, Laegjarn Hector with Ostia Pulse 2 and Armor March. So nobody's getting Armor March here, but Askr is going to be getting a lot of buffs. Now this looks like a really tough Askr to crack, but not tough enough for AoE Wrath Brave Alm. And I think I can just leave Hector alive as the final unit. So yeah, I'm still going to be Galeforcing this team even though we have this monstrous Askr here with plus defense and open domain and the, visible buffs to his defense. I'm going to be setting up with the Ardent Sacrifice of my Brave Alm because Bernadetta's Restorm can do that one friendly fire damage, which can enable the usage of Ardent Sacrifice, and then Wrath can also get activated along with Wings of Mercy allies who can also just teleport. So I'm just going to destroy their Tactics Room and also their Bright Shrine. So going to be taking my time so that I can set up. Definitely against this kind of team with high merges. So turn 5 and I'm ready to go, and yeah, Alm is easily going to be able to kill this Askr and then also fall into the Wings of Mercy range. And the Dull All effect from Velouria's Refine is actually pretty good for ignoring his visible buff. So yeah, I can just go ahead and take out this Askr, chip down the units in the process. Still took 2 hits for my Brave Alm after the AoE special, which is definitely quite something. We have both of the Tempo Beasts available as well. So I can go ahead and just teleport with Velouria and take out this Chrom and also get my special charge. And then I can just dance up my Alm and then take out this Hector. And that way I can also just teleport to take out Sonya, get my Galeforce, and then take out this Dimitri. And now I'm just gonna set up so that I can get to the pots next turn. So I'll just have Askr over here, and then I can just teleport and destroy the healing tower, of course. Alm is gonna be having his AoE special next turn, and even +10 Hector cannot really do much damage to our Winter Bernie because she does have that damage reduction. So now I can just go and get the pot, get the other pot, and destroy this Brave Hector with that juicy AoE special. So this was a very strong team to start off the season with a +10 Askr in his bonus season. And if Brave Alm handled that, then he can definitely handle a lot of the other teams. I'm facing a note, and they have got a Brave Hector +7 merge with Far Save, and Aversa with +9 merge. Alright. Vantage duo Chrom, +1 Thracier, Note with Chill Speed, and finally their Dancer, Harmonic Azura. So I can just try and make sure that Alm doesn't get panicked. Otherwise it is going to be a bit annoying, as I'm not going to be getting as much of the AoE damage. So now I'm going to smite Alm. He's no longer panicked. So we can just go there and do that nice AoE damage. It is so satisfying to hit the entire team with this, and then I can just go in with Velouria, take out Note, and Tempo is amazing with Askr. We can just take out this Hector. And yeah, Vantage is not a problem whatsoever. We can also go ahead and take out this Aversa and get to the pots.
That's funny.
And just trap this Azura.
I love
Got the final pot, and Askr can just take her out. I'm facing Caesar, and they've got a note. So note on the front line with attack res ideal. +3 merge on this note actually. Plus attack. And then they have duo Chrom with a link skill. Yeah, that's a decent budget skill. Medias with that counter control and the new Sacred Seal. But it kind of defeats the purpose. Like, I don't really like the distant counter dragon Sacred Seal on Medias because you can often cover him up with a far save tank like Ascended Fion, for example. So she's got distant defense 4 to ignore any kind of visible buffs. They also have Bride Larum here at +9 merge. They're probably waiting for the final copy from the Ephemera. And then finally, they've got Askr as their bonus unit. Not much I have to do. I can just smite my Alm now. And I can just leave Larum alive as the final unit actually. So we'll just send off Alm. And yeah, Growing Wind AoE damage is like the ASMR to me now. So yeah, we can get that. And then I can just go in with Velouria and get that. And then also take out Askr. Askr not really taking that much damage. And then we can just go ahead and take out this Medius. Take out this Fiarm. And I can just have Winter Bernadetta tank this Larum and protect Alm. Because we don't want Alm to go down. So I'll just smite him away, I guess. And I mean, Brave Hector is not doing much damage to Bernie, so Larum is really not going to be doing much. And that's 1 pot, 2 pots, and that's it for Larum. I'm facing Jazz now, and they've got a Kjelle with no save skill. Okay, she just has her weapon refine. They have a Claude plus 10 merge. Okay, and he does have the white cap bow, and they have Forma Etlin with Courtly Fan and Fortress skill, Menace as well. They have Spring Veronica with her weapon, which can give the orders buff. And then they have Hilda with that new weapon refine. And then finally Nagi in the corner with the far save skill. So this far save unit is not protecting Etlin here. I could Galeforce this team, I could tank this team, or I could even hit and run against this team, which is what I think I'm going to be doing. With this team, I've got Legendary Hector and Askr pre-charging lethality and just double Fury Edelgard being able to hit and run. So I can just take out this Etlin pretty easily, and then I can just dance up Yuri and foul play. Summer Edelgard is an amazing hit and run unit with her 3 movement and Blazing Storm and Gale Force, and she can just pivot after killing, you know, this Veronica, for example. But I just want to fall into the Wings of Mercy range with my double Fury. I can now take out their +10 Claude and pretty much run away with it because there's not much they can do. So we can go ahead and actually take out Nagi here and get our Gale Force, which I'm definitely going to be trying to do. So that is going to be my bonus kill right there. And then we can pretty much just run away. Yeah, because I cannot really take out Kjelle. She's quite bulky. So I can just go ahead and do this. So we pretty much wiped out a lot of their team on the first turn. And now because of safe defense, there's not really much they can do. I got both of the pots, and now I can just take out this Hilda with Edelgard. Get the Gale Force actually.
Which path to take?
So Kjelle almost dies to Askr, which is quite something. Okay, so that is the real trap. Alright. And we can pretty much just get our Gale Force and then take out Kjelle.
I agree.
And that's going to be another bonus kill. I'm facing Hiko, and they've got their Dancer Eld again at +10 merge with its Curtains. And they also have Brave Eirika on their team, +6 merge as well. And Legendary Ephraim, +10 merge, max investment. And note with +1 merge on the front line. We have Brave Seliph here with +2 merge. And then finally Winter Felix with +1 merge with the Distant Defense 4 and Far Save. And he also has Savvy Fighter for that damage reduction. Against this team, I just need to make sure that I can get rid of the Catapult and pretty much go from there. And I can just use my Askr for that. So I'm just going to be setting up Alm, and then I can just go ahead and destroy that catapult. Alright, so time for the catapult to go away. And now the space has been made for Alm. And we can just retreat over here and reposition Silvia. Alright, so now we can go in and just send Brave Alm.
I agree.
And we should be fine. So let's go ahead and smite him. And that is going to be it for Brave Eirika. Doesn't matter if she's +6 merge. And everyone except Eldigan is at 1 HP. We can just go ahead with Askr and Galeforce and take out this Laegjarn Ephraim. Now, I actually did mess up a bit. I didn't have Askr at the start of the map to give the Galeforce cooldown to my Velouria and Silvia, but I still should be fine because I can just go ahead and take out this Eldigan. And then I can simply dance up my Silvia and then just take out this node. So Felix can only attack Velouria and Askr, and he cannot really kill Velouria or either one of them, really. Just 17 damage. And we can just get the pots now. And now Askr can just finish off Felix, or I can actually let Alm get this kill with this AoE special. So I'm gonna do that. So even though I messed up cooldown of 2 of my units, still was able to improvise and just Galeforce. I'm facing a duo Peony, and they have got this team with Ascended Laegjarn and also Winter Lysithea. So this is a double tactic Triangle Adept duo Peony. They've got Lysithea here with the Ascended Asset and Blade Session. And Brave Alm because he is in his bonus season, and he's also Ascended with his Speed IV. And he's running Lull Attack Defense, and he's going to have a 1-turn Glimmer, so he's going to be able to retaliate back to my Galeforce unit. They also have duo Chrom here with Lull Attack Speed, and they have a Farsight Brave Hector with Deflect Magic and Special Fighter Bonfire. And finally, they have got Ascended Laegjarn with Water Sweep and Quicken Pulse for pre-charging that Moonbow. So against this kind of team, I can try and Galeforce from over here. And the good thing is that Peony here has got Triangle Adept, so that is pretty helpful for keeping her alive. And she's not really going to be, you know, able to kill anyone, even my Alm actually. Definitely need to play carefully around this Alm though, because he can hit so hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set up and clear the clutter. Also would probably need to break their Dark Shrine actually. So I'm just gonna set up and do that and take my time because this Brave Alm is definitely threatening. I really need to break this Dark Shrine because Askr is my way of dealing with you know, this Brave Alm, and if he is debuffed, then it is going to be troublesome with his Glimmer, especially with the attack buff that he has got. Alright, so we're good to go in now, and Alm is not getting affected by the Bright Shrine, so that is pretty nice. And I can get my max AoE damage. So I'm just going to be smiting Alm, and going to be taking out this Laegjarn and putting Hector at 1 HP. So I can easily just get the Galeforce now. And then I can also destroy this Chrom. So I'm going to be doing that. And then Silvia can just teleport and kill this Lysithea. So yeah, I'm at quite low HP, but I should be fine. And Peony's not going to be doing any kind of damage. And we can actually survive with Askr with 2 HP. All thanks to, you know, destroying that Dark Shrine. Otherwise, Askr would absolutely die. And I also didn't want to make him lose any kind of HP from the friendly fire damage, because then the ideal skill's secondary condition is not going to be fulfilled. So yeah, Askr definitely helping over here. Still taking so much damage, but we should be fine as Peony should be doing 0 damage because of her Triangle Adept. And we also do have Resonant Shield, so we should be fine. The only damage Alm is going to be taking is from his own recoil. So that is going to be Galeforce against a fellow Brave Alm user. Askr's bulk coming through, and this would definitely have been extremely hard without the bulk of Askr and him being able to survive that Glimmer. I'm facing Xcal, and they have got a note, so +1 note with attack speed form. And they also have Naga on their defense, which is really interesting because after her remix and refine, she's actually pretty great for Aether Raids defense in the Chaos season because everyone can get the auto follow-up attack from her Divine Fang Plus and also the buffs. So she's got Wings of Mercy, Life and Death, and plus HP IV. They also have a Brave Seliph here at no merges, and Laegjarn to give the Hone Beast to Mufasa, okay, plus 2 merge. And she's also there to absorb the Dark Shrine, I guess, of the enemies. And note, we have seen that. They have Halloween Sothis, okay, as their duo hindrance enabler. And finally, Mufasa, the big Lion King, with his Distant Defense 4, Hardy Fighter, and Deflect Magic. Now, they don't have any kind of range opponent on their team, and I can easily tank this team with my Askr actually. So this is my tanking team with Escutian Askr. So that is really helpful because he already does so much damage that I don't think he requires Bonfire really, especially in his bonus season. So this could just help him tank better. And then, you know, I can just give him the support of Ninian's Roost Dance, and that is going to be helpful. And no kinds of debuffs are going to be affecting him. And we also have Sudden Panic on Fjorm. It's actually Fjorm's bonus season as well, so she does get the extra HP, which means that I can panic all of the attack and speed buffs that these units are going to be getting. I'm going to be isolating Laegjarn here, and I can just go onto this tile by using Ground Order, so Fjorm. So that is going to be quite helpful. And Sudden Panic is also quite delicious. So yeah, I can just do this actually.
Why?
And just go over here. So he does have the attack buff now. We can just have Elimine like this, providing the damage reduction as well. So Askr is going to be having no trouble tanking this Brave Seliph, honestly, especially with Escutian. So here comes Brave Seliph, and he's going to be cantoing away. It's actually pretty nice to use Wings of Mercy with him actually. And Laegjarn just teleports over here. I can just go ahead and take out Laegjarn now, and that is going to be quite helpful. And Fjorm can simply provide the
I'm going now.
debuff neutralization, and I can also provide even more damage reduction. Seliph is going to be annoying with that healing, but we should be fine with the Escutian. And now I can just go ahead and take out the Seliph. So that is going to be it for him. And now we can just let Sothis die to Askr, and then we can just go and collect the pots. Sothis is serious, is not going to be a problem whatsoever. She just gets one shot actually.
Why? Speak.
And I can just go onto this tile, and I'm also Hex Trap proof, so that is nice. Because Fjorm does have so much HP, and then we can get the final pot.
I agree.
And
Yes.
just have it done here supporting Askr. But Mufasa should not be a big trouble, honestly. Yeah. So that is going to be it for this team. That definitely had a pretty creative approach with that Naga. For the final game, I'm rematching one of my opponents, and they have a note here with defense tactic and also the ARD skill. They also have Medius on their team and also Brave Eliwood. So they have got Dull Close in a slot B and attack speed solo. They also have Summer Laegjarn with the Forma and the Weapon Refine. They have Duo Nina here with that C feud, and of course the Chill Defense Res. And they have Henriette as their far save unit. And finally Medius for providing on guard, and also there for the Canto control. So against this kind of team, I really want to tank and see Askr against a beast effective damage of Brave Eliwood here. Especially with the kind of support that I have on him, and with Escutian, it is going to be pretty easy to tank even, you know, beast effective damage here. So now I can just go ahead and tank their entire team. They are quite debuffed because of the panic and also on guard. So I can just do this and then just have the debuff on these units even further. And yeah, I can just have Elimine over here and make this ball. So it should be pretty easy, as Askr is going to be able to tank Eliwood. And then we can also just tank Nina pretty easily with Idun. even though she does have colorless feud, it is still not going to be a huge problem. So Nina goes over here, just gets one shot, and Laegjarn goes after. She does have that partial null follow up, and Eliwood doing a massive 0 damage despite his beast effective weapon. So yeah, Panic is really awesome here. This team pretty much has everything that you could want out of, you know, a tanking team. The debuff neutralization, the guard effect from Call to Flame, the pulse tie of course, and damage reduction and false start. Isolation as well, so yeah. Noda's gonna get taken out pretty easily. And that is the end of Medius getting one shot. Now we only have Henriette left. This is the final game, so I don't necessarily need to get both of the pots, and I can just far save against the Henriette and take her out. And that is gonna be it for this Chaos season. I'm gonna be hitting rank 1. I'm already immune, and this was the match which made me immune. They did lose 2 units though, so was able to rematch them. And that is going to be rank 1 with Askr and of course the AoE Brave Alm, just able to shred so many teams. This was the perfect Aether Raids Chaos season because I didn't really lose any kind of lift on defense, and on the defense as well I was using Askr, and offensively this was also perfect because I didn't really lose any kind of ladder, and I did get the bonus kills on every single match. So this was my team basically, and as you can see all 7 ladders are intact. So Askr just providing the open domain support to everyone makes it really annoying, and definitely the MVP was the Windsweep Seliph because his miracle is already so annoying and he already hits so hard that when you add the resonant shields effect on that and windsweep upon that, it becomes even more annoying for the opponent because he's just going to be surviving quite easily and he's not going to be taking any kind of damage in his player phase. And then of course Dagger and Counter Control duo Chrom, and Askr is unmerged. There is this +1 Ascended Idun which I always use, and my unmerged note. So only like 1 unit on this team is +1 merge. All of them are actually unmerged, so you don't really need like +10 merge units to have the successful defense, especially in the Chaos season at the very least. Askr being just absolutely amazing, and he can also just pre-charge the specials, which is really good. So I was running Exclusion on Askr and also on my note to make them even more annoying for the Galeforce initiations, and I don't think I got Galeforce once. Yeah, it's kind of hard to Galeforce this team honestly, unless you also run AoE Brave Alm. In that case it is definitely possible. I'm already immune, so I should be at rank 1. I just had this defense match like 26 minutes ago and rematched this opponent. So pretty happy that I ended up with rank 1 because it's not really possible in the usual Aether Raids offense because I don't really have the offensive merges on my mythics to get that in the regular seasons. But in the Chaos season you don't really need too many merges honestly to succeed on offense or on defense really. Make sure to share this video with your friends because AoE Brave Alm is definitely worth seeing, and if you enjoyed this video then make sure to leave a like and a comment, helps me tremendously. And if you really enjoyed, you could always support me directly by using super thanks or by becoming a YouTube member down below. And for more Aether Raids videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as any kind of unit against AoE Brave Alm. So with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.